The late 19th century saw European powers racing to claim Africa, transforming the continent's fate. This period, known as the Scramble for Africa, was marked by intense competition and strategic maneuvering among European nations. Hungry for resources and prestige, they carved up Africa, drawing arbitrary borders that disregarded the continent's rich tapestry of ethnicities and cultures. Ignoring its people and cultures, they imposed foreign rule and exploited the land and its inhabitants. By 1914, only Ethiopia and Liberia remained independent, standing as symbols of resistance and resilience amidst widespread colonization. The rest of the continent became European colonies, subjected to harsh colonial policies and economic exploitation. Driven by greed, nationalism, and racial superiority, European powers justified their actions through a veneer of civilizing missions. This period marked a dark chapter in history, but African resistance simmered beneath the surface, with many communities fighting back in various ways. Eventually, these efforts erupted into powerful movements for liberation, leading to the eventual decolonization of Africa in the mid-20th century. The story of the Scramble for Africa is also a story of African resilience, showcasing the strength and determination of its people. It's a testament to the enduring human spirit in the face of oppression, and a reminder of the ongoing journey towards true freedom and equality. Why did European powers control Africa? The reasons are multifaceted and deeply rooted in the history of the time. The answer lies in economic, political, and social factors that intertwined to create a powerful drive for colonization. The Industrial Revolution created an insatiable demand for raw materials, and Africa was seen as a treasure chest, rich in resources like gold, diamonds, and rubber. European powers also saw Africa as a market for their goods, creating economic dependency and ensuring a steady flow of wealth back to Europe. Intense rivalry among European powers fueled the race for colonies, each seeking strategic advantages and to outmaneuver their rivals. Many Europeans believed in a civilizing mission, arguing it was their duty to bring progress and enlightenment to what they saw as backward societies. This sense of cultural superiority blinded them to the rich cultures they were destroying, leading to a profound and lasting impact on African societies. The Berlin Conference of 1884 to 1885 sealed Africa's fate. 14 European nations and the US attended, but no African leaders were invited. They drew lines on a map, ignoring ethnic boundaries and wishes of the people. The result was a chaotic patchwork of colonies, sowing seeds of future conflicts. The Berlin Conference legitimized a land grab, disrupting traditional ways of life and leaving a legacy of instability. The arbitrary borders drawn at Berlin continue to haunt Africa today. The human cost of colonialism was staggering, leaving deep scars on the continent. African societies were ripped apart as European powers imposed their rule through violence and exploitation, disrupting centuries-old traditions and ways of life. Millions died from brutal treatment, forced labor, and diseases that spread rapidly in overcrowded and unsanitary conditions. Traditional economies were shattered, replaced by systems designed to extract wealth for colonial masters, leaving local populations impoverished and dependent. Yet even in the darkest hours, the spirit of resistance flickered, a testament to the resilience and strength of the African people. From the outset, Africans resisted colonial rule in countless ways, with leaders and movements challenging colonial foundations, often at great personal risk. The seeds of independence were sown, watered by the blood and tears of those who dared to resist, ultimately leading to the liberation of many African nations.